75% of students report that they have been bullied. 60% witness bullying twice a
Bullying
day.
creates a fearful school environment that interferes with the learning that should be taking place in
An
school.
estimated 160,000 children miss school every day out of fear of attack or intimidation by
Both
other
bullies and the
students.
victims of bullying have increased likelihood of having discipline problems
Bullying
in
has
schools.
long-term societal effects. School bullies are 5 times more likely to have a criminal record by the age of 30 than non-bullies.
Students who are perceived to be gay, lesbian, or transgender are disproportionately likely to be bullied or harassed at
Associations
school.
have been drawn between a desire to retaliate against school bullies and shooting incidents such as those that took place at Columbine High School in
Bullying
Colorado.
has been linked to serious psychological disorders. Victims of bullying have an increased risk of suffering from low self-esteem and depression, and in extreme cases, this has contributed to teens' decisions to take their own lives.
I'm a victim. And I'm a bully.
I'm a victim.
I'm a bully.
I'm a victim.
I'm a bully.
I'm a victim.
I'm a bully.
I'm a victim. I'm a bully.
I'm a victim.
I'm a bully.
I'm a victim. I'm a bully. I'm a victim. I'm a bully.
I'm a victim.
I am a bully.
What is bullying? If you had to define it, what would you say it is?
Harassing somebody when they don't want it.
Uh-huh.
And, yeah.
Are there different kinds of bullying?
Yeah.
Like what?
Sexual, verbal, physical.
Mm-hmm.
Being picked on?
Yeah.
Or you picking on somebody else?
People trying to make other people feel as small as they really feel inside.
Honestly, it's just like when people pick on other people.
Somebody picking on somebody or just messing with them because they're either bigger than them or know that they can't do nothing about it.
Kind of just like picking on someone else to make yourself feel better, I guess.
Or people like be mean to other people, like calling names and stuff, and push them and hit them.
Any physical or mental abuse to a person?
Someone who is mean to others.
Yeah.
Yeah. Deliberately.
So you personally have been bullied in your life?
Oh yeah.
What for?
When I was younger, I had like big glasses, man. I was like really small, giant glasses because I'm blind in one eye, and I was really smart.
And so people gave you a hard time?
Yeah.
Because I was a bad kid in middle school, like a couple years ago, and like times weren't good. I started doing good in school, and they started calling me prep and stuff.
Because you were doing well in school?
Yeah, so I was like achieving in my life, and they're just sitting there goofing off in class.
I used to get called a lot of names like Dyke, and they would always think I was a boy, and I don't know, they just would always pick on me because I was different.
Have you ever experienced bullying personally?
Yeah.
Yeah, like what for?
Like, I got bullied a lot when I was younger because I was overweight. And because I didn't look like everyone else, because I didn't do what everyone else did. I was more into like being alone or like kind of isolate myself because I grew up as an only child.
So what did they say to you?
I don't know, they'd call me fat, or they would always make fun of me because I didn't hang out with who they did and I wasn't popular or whatever.
I used to be in speech, like special ed speech, that had a speech impediment, and used to say I couldn't talk right and say I was retarded and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Really.
So, what did that make you feel like?
It angered me.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
Hardcore.
I was bullied when I was younger.
What for?
The way I dressed. Because when I first moved here from Arkansas, I was kind of like a little cowboy, so I got messed with when I moved here to Neosho.
So, like, what did that do to you? What do you feel like?
I was angry.
Yeah.
And kind of scared to go to school.
Yeah.
Because I was like in 2nd grade and getting picked on by like 6th graders.
Okay, you ever been fat?
Never have.
Well, when you're fat, you get bullied a lot more because you're the pudgy kid on the playground. The skinny kid's like, oh, you're fat, you're type of lard, tons of other mean words.
Have you ever done any bullying yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah, like how?
Like, I was bigger and I took it out with violence.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you think that's pretty common?
With bigger kids, yeah.
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 Have you yourself ever done any bullying?
Yeah.
I have. Like, when I was little, my brothers and my cousins and everybody picked on me. And they'd, like, hit me or anything. Like, they'd just be mean to me, throw me around. And I was a tiny little kid, so once I got, like, up to an older grade, I started being mean to people because I felt like that's all I could do because I had been picked on so much.
Well, once you come from being bullied, you want to bully other people. So a couple of years after I was being bullied, I just started being a nasty guy.
Yeah.
Just started like not liking anyone.
So what'd you do?
Well, one time I had my school lunch, and then I put it in a little baggie, and I dumped it on some guy's head in another class, and everyone was all laughing. And then I've helped beat someone up. Not proud of it.
Well, at first when I was really small as a kid, I really just took it and just kept going on. But when I started getting bigger, I kind of started fighting back.
So did you get in trouble for that?
Yeah.
I used to get jumped on the school parking lot and stuff and get beat up.
Really?
A lot until I got bigger, and then
Yeah.
I kind of did that back to them.
Yeah, so you've been a bully sometimes?
Yeah, I was a bully for a while because I got tired of them picking on me and my friends. So
what'd you do?
I would hit them and shove people in trash cans. And there's one time, I was like in 7th grade, a kid he did something, we were playing football, so I threw him in a dumpster. And then we got in a fight in the locker room.
Well, I think I was like back in 5th grade. It was like my first fist fight. And this kid called me a fat ass when I was on the playground. And I was like, is that really appropriate? He's like, yeah. What are you going to do about it? So I punched him in the face a couple of times, and the teacher caught on, and they got us. And that's what happened. So I said the kid was bullying me, so I decided to be a bully back. I was bigger than the kid because I was, huskier as a little kid. He was small and scrawny, so put my weight into everything I had, and it was over. I didn't get bullied after that. And then it kind of felt good to be a bully because I got to do what they were doing to me for so long.
And in most cases, when kids get picked on by like older siblings or their parents or anybody at all, they tend to become a bully at school, and then they're mean to anybody at all that they see. So it's like if they get picked on, they feel like they have to pick on somebody else so they don't feel as bad about themselves.
Have you witnessed a lot of bullying, like for other people?
Yeah.
Other people?
Here in Neosho High School, before I got kicked out, there's a lot of bullying.
Anything in particular stand out?
Probably some of the kids that were mentally handicapped. There would be a couple of guys that would pick on them.
Yeah.
Or some of the ROTC kids, the football players, like the jocks, they would mess with them because I thought they were nerdy and everything. The football players and like most of those sporty types would probably pick on everybody because they think they're better than everybody else.
Yeah.
It seems like.
So what kind of stuff would they do?
Like, I remember walking down the hallway and they'd just like knock a kid's books out of his hand or throw him in a trash can or something. And just stupid stuff like that. Just make fun of them.
Like people calling each other faggots and stuff. Just calling them names and make fun of how they dress.
Fag, gamer, homo.
Cuss words like bitch and faggot.
Faggot.
Whores. Nerds.
Queer, fag. Depending on your intelligence level, is either nerd or dumbass. Retard.
Alright guys, calling girls horrible names.
Sluts.
Chubby.
Probably fag or stupid. Homo. And there's a couple others, but they're inappropriate.
The normal stuff. People call you weird when you show your true colors, which ironically doesn't make much sense. Everybody's weird in their own way.
Basically because they're not like other people. Or because they do things that other people don't do, or they're different. Yeah, different. That sums it all up.
Yeah, why do some people think that everybody should be the same then?
I don't know. I don't think that way, so I wouldn't know.
Sexual preference, gender, favorite things to do, liking to read, being intelligent.
Probably because of their size, their weight, the way they look. And if sometimes if they're smarter than they get picked on.
Being really book smart,
Mm-hmm.
dressing
Mhm.
differently,
Mm-hmm.
maybe different skin colors,
Mm-hmm.
different races get made fun of.
Do you feel like there's a difference between like girls bullying and boys bullying?
Yeah, I think girls are a lot worse to each other when
You
they're
think
bullying
so?
another girl. Yeah.
How so?
They torment each other pretty bad,
Mm-hmm.
what it seems like to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just go after their personal life and just make fun of them for about their body and stuff like that, because girls are really sensitive about their weight and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think girls have more of a better mental game. With guys, it's more physical.
Mm-hmm.
Girls just attack from the inside out. And
Right.
tear them down until they just can't take it.
Yeah,
How so?
definitely, because boys bully normally physically,
Mm-hmm.
girls do it mentally.
Yeah, so like what do you think the main reasons that people bully other people are?
Try to make themselves look better, look bigger, be
Right.
dominant. That's what I would figure.
To make them feel superior to others.
Sometimes it's because it makes them feel better because they feel like they're powerful,
Mm-hmm.
like they can make people afraid of them, and I guess that makes them feel good.
It's the motivation's just different with each person. Some people bully because like their friends are around, like they want to seem cool, and everybody's laughing when they bully on somebody, so they think, oh, I can just keep on doing this and I'll be cool with all my friends. And some people actually have like a bad history of bullying. Maybe people that were bullied before started bullying after they stopped being bullied, I guess.
Typically people think they do it because they want to make the other person feel small. I think they do it to make themselves feel bigger,
Mm-hmm.
more powerful, I don't know.
Yeah, and why do you think people feel like they need to do that?
I don't know, it could be lots of reasons, really. Your home could be bad, they always are put down or something.
Uh-huh.
Just not happy with themselves, not very confident.
I don't know, there's a lot of different reasons, really.
Yeah, like what?
Like, people do it to make themselves feel better. They'll do it to make them feel like they have a, like, sort of testosterone domain over people,
Mhm.
mostly with guys, or, I don't know.
Why do you think that we need to feel like that?
I think it's just part of being human.
In his head, he's cool.
Mm-hmm.
And to his friends, he's cool. He seems tough. He seems like, there's fear in other people to him, and he might like that.
It'd probably be more of a feeling of trying to be superior over others,
Mm-hmm.
trying to prove you're better than someone else.
Mm-hmm. And why do you think people need to feel like that?
I mean, everyone wants to feel like they're stronger than everyone else.
Uh-huh.
It's normal. But some people take it to an extreme.
Probably somebody that feels insecure about themselves, so they have to pick on somebody that's either smaller or smarter than they are.
Yeah.
And they feel insecure, so they bully that kid to make themselves feel better.
Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, do you feel like then, like the motivation for bullying is some kind of inadequacy or something?
Yes, because somebody has something about them that they don't like, and they just have to do that to bully somebody else because they're insecure about something about them.
Bullying, I think it's a way for kids to show that they have the ability to be in power, to show that they can be the boss of other people. So it's kind of like people bully other people so they feel powerful or they feel good about themselves.
Why do you think people do that?
So they get their self-esteem boosted while ours gets crushed, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
They think they feel better because they put somebody else down, or they're better than somebody, so they think, I guess.
What kind of long-term effects do you think that bullying can have on a person?
Kids can if they get bullied for a long period, they can mentally be just depressed all the time. You can have depression your whole life from getting bullied a couple times when you're little.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of problems that can happen.
Yeah.
You can be mentally disturbed.
I don't know, they could always just never think much of themselves.
Mm-hmm.
They're always put down all the time, 24/7.
Mm-hmm.
Just, I don't know, say something enough, you might believe it.
Right.
It can make people very angry
Mm-hmm.
and hate the world and hate everyone.
Yeah.
Like, they're never going to forget it.
Yeah.
They're never going to forget being bullied. They're always going to have that, they're always going to know that feeling of how it feels to be put down.
Do you think that there are lasting, like, psychological effects of bullying?
Definitely.
Yeah, like how?
Someone you can be driven insane. Just feeling it's inferior to everyone else. You've been put down so much that you can just crack and actually believe you're inferior. And that sometimes it could lead to suicide because they don't feel like they're worth anything.
Oh yeah, mentally you can get bullied, through your whole high school career or elementary, middle school, and some people have killed themselves over it. It's mental abuse.
I've seen the news a couple weeks back, being bullied, calling gay and stuff like that. And he jumped off a bridge and suicide.
The suicides of those people, they were bullied for being homosexual. They killed themselves. I mean, that's always a big threat to being bullied.
Yeah. And what's that do to a person?
I mean, I know what it feels like, and it will drop my self-esteem. But I mean, I've also learned to pick it back up.
Probably drive them nuts. Where if they've been bullied for all of high school, I bet you 9 times out of 10 they're gonna go out and probably make themselves become bigger, better at something, so they can bully to another person. I think some people it can help them, but some people it doesn't. It can just tear their life apart, just make them fall into a dark hole.
Sometimes there will be one active bully or a few, but then there will be a lot of people who see it happen and don't do anything. Why do you think that people don't do anything when they see
I think the reason people don't tell on people is because they don't want to be known as a snitch or, which I find very stupid because if it's gonna hurt someone, you might want to help them.
They don't want to feel like they're a snitch, or sometimes if it's their friend, they don't want to be like, dude, don't do that, and then go tell a teacher because then they won't be their friend anymore. Or sometimes people just don't care, so they just walk off and they're like, it's not me being bullied, so I'll leave it alone.
Because they're scared.
Scared of what?
Scared that maybe they'll turn on them and bully them, or people will make fun of them because they're trying to do what's right, and they wouldn't be fitting in with the crowd. Or I mean, some people just look at it and they just blow it by because I mean it's not their problem.
When I was younger, when I got bullied, I really didn't help other people that were bullied, and then that direct attention to me.
Right.
And I don't want to be bullied after I help someone bullied.
Why do you think some people who see bullying, but and they're not even actively part of it, don't do anything about it?
Because I think they're afraid that if they stick up for that person that's getting bullied, they're going to get bullied. Or they're either a bully themselves and they just don't want to get involved in somebody else's problems. Because they realize they'll cause a conflict with that person that's bullying that kid, which is just going to open up more problems for that person.
It wasn't in this state, but I've seen a teacher bully a kid.
Well, some of the teachers in the high school, they actually go along with it.
Yeah.
I've seen them actually bully students, so they think it's funny.
This one time, this kid, I don't know, I just never liked him. I mean, we were friends, but I just didn't like him. And he said something wrong to me, and I bashed his head into a wall at school. The funny thing was, the teacher that came out, she was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Nothing." And she noticed who the kid was, and she walked off. She didn't even try to help him. And afterwards, I felt bad because I was like, God, the teacher didn't even try to help the poor kid. But
do you think that happens often, that teachers kind of just turn a blind eye to stuff like that?
I've seen that happen a lot. Because if the kid's looked down upon, or they think it's a bad kid, if someone else is picking on them, or one of the popular kids is picking on one of the unpopular kids, the teachers they see it, they just turn around and act like it didn't happen.
What do you think schools could do, like principals, teachers, students, whatever, to decrease, bullying in schools?
I don't think there is much to do besides students stepping up and saying stuff about them being bullied, or other students witnessing it and stopping it. You can't really stop bullying. It's always going to be there. Kids, there's always some guy out there going to act cool and act bad, thinking it's so much fun to pick on someone who he thinks is not as cool as himself. really the only thing is for the students to step up.
Well, a lot of the bullies, they do it to try to, I think, to try to show off in front of people. I think if a lot of people like encouraged them to like what they were doing wrong was wrong, and like encouraged like good things they did, like be like, oh, that's awesome because you helped this kid up, not, oh, that's awesome because you pushed this kid down.
Crack down all you want, and you could kick people out for saying inappropriate stuff, but it's never going to stop it. You're never going to catch all the behind the scenes stuff, and you're never going to be able to know what's really going on. Because I mean, there are some people out there that will not ever open their mouth and will not ever say what's going on, will not ever say what's wrong with them.
Well, I mean, there's always going to be bullying, but rules aren't really going to do much. It's not really students or not teachers who can do it, it's the students. If you can make bullying seem uncool and a less desirable thing, like shun the bullies or something, that'd probably help a lot.
Try to get the kids to mix with each other, because I mean, you got those stupid cliques here in high school. The skaters and then the jocks and the preps and the cowboys and the nerds and the ROTC, where people just stay to themselves. If we could probably like intervene those and mix people up, have like a day where you have to sit with a different group of people, like for lunch, maybe draw names out of a hat, make them sit with them, maybe get to know each other.
You don't have to like be mean to people to feel empowered. All you have to do is like get good grades, and then you'll feel great about yourself. You don't have to pick on other people. And if somebody's picking on you, then like tell somebody. It's not going to be a big deal. It's not going to be like, oh, you're a snitch, now we're all going to beat up on you or whatever. It's really not as big of a deal as people think it is. Like they think they have to hide it or whatever. But when you get bullied, it's not like something to be ashamed about. Everybody gets bullied at least once or twice in their life, you know?
It's not really worth it to be mean to somebody who doesn't deserve it. So from all the years I've been bullied, I just decided that it didn't feel good when I got bullied, so it's not going to feel good when I bully somebody else.
When I was bullied, I wasn't anything like I am today, so I changed everything about me. Like I used to be shy, I used to not talk to anybody. I was really smart. That didn't change at all.
So just look at the camera and say, I'm a victim.
No.
Then you just say, I'm a bully.
No.
You want to do that?
I want to say like something cool.
Say something cool then.
I don't know.
All right.